In this video, I want to talk about a day in the life of a remote working digital marketer. Now, I'm not going to necessarily walk you step by step through that, but I want to talk to you about the high level uh, aspects of it because for someone who's working remote and traveling, it can vary a lot. Also, depending on the company, the agency, the type of work you're doing, it can vary. But I wanted to touch some basic high level points while showcasing you the mountaintop of Miyajima Island in Japan. So, pretty cool place to be while traveling. So, high level points. First and foremost, I personally think while the dream of traveling and working is possible, I've met many people who do it. The percentage who accomplish it is low, and the percent who do it glamorously also very low. Many people behind the scenes, it's a lot to juggle work and travel. In fact, you could go to a cool place like this, but you're going to be spending most of the day or night working, and that can be exhausting to the point where you may have uh, not that much energy left to do other things. Maybe only a couple hours on the weekdays. So that's just something to consider. A lot of people, I think, um, they don't have necessarily the energy or what it takes to get a job like this. And if they do, many just choose to work remote from their home base where they live versus do this continuously because it can be pretty exhausting. If you're a content creator and you're a travel content creator, just creating content where you travel, you can't just be sightseeing all the time. You have to, and I've learned this, you have to carve out time, just like a 9 to 5 job, where you're spending several hours at least a day working. Otherwise, if you're constantly traveling and sightseeing and doing all this fun stuff, then what you'll find a lot of the beginner or amateur content creators end up doing is they don't end up making any content at all or very little, and thereby they're not really marketing and getting traffic. So with that out of the way, I just want to touch on some bare basics and keep this video short because I found people, myself included, we don't want to watch a 10-15 minute video. Just keep it concise. So basic things that we're going to be doing every day is either SEO, which is like search engine optimization, and that's rapidly changing with the development of AI, or advertising. Those are the two big buckets. Advertising can encompass things like social media ads, Facebook ads, LinkedIn, or Google search ads. And then I would say the last big bucket would be some type of traditional marketing, billboards, print, cold calling, cold emailing. And you're basically spending a lot of your time in the day managing these different buckets or just one of them, and either managing the ads, tweaking the numbers to make them work, managing the creative, which is like coordinating with designers to create the ads, or you're going to be essentially building some type of content, articles, and then inserting keywords, using tools, SEO research tools to find the right keywords to optimize this content. And I would say that is about the same regardless of you're doing it remote and you're traveling, or you're going to be doing it kind of just in one place, as a lot of my American friends just do. They just live in Texas and they work from Texas or California or Florida or New York or whatnot. And I would say the last thing I want to say is, in terms of marketing and this content, the last big bucket is organic content. So a lot of people, less than you think. Most companies, they do more advertising or search engine optimization, but the last bucket are people who do content for themselves organically. So like they make their own YouTube videos or Instagram content, and that's a whole skill set in and of itself. It's not as common because it's very hard to get hundreds of thousands of views and get that going, but that's the final way. So a very concise video on the day in the life. And thanks for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.